Oh, baby, how you lie.
Let's get together, yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't you and I combine?
And friends are friends forever, if the Lord's the Lord of them. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's CC and Adam.
You were the butt of some jokes today, Adam, even though you don't know you were.
I thought my ears were ringing.
Okay, I can't figure this out. If you go back and listen to last week, you heard that I might be going to Adam's place of employment next week.
Correct.
But then I got this note in the middle of us talking about it that was like, hold up. Well, everything is moving forward. So I had to attend a Zoom meeting today with all of your coworkers. Very weird life that's going on right now.
I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm here for it.
So I connect over the Zoom, and guess what the name is on the Zoom account?
It's still Adam McNutt.
Oh, no.
Why is your name on my Zoom account, and why was it yelling at me that I owed it $168? And it said I was going to lose all of my cloud storage. What's going on?
That's
Do I have your Zoom account connected on my laptop? Like your old church's Zoom account?
Oh, maybe you do.
Because you used to pay. You used to pay for it, right?
Well, right. It was paid through the budget. And then, real story, I asked my director, hey, could we use this half hour a week for the podcast? She said, oh, no problem. That sounds great. But I forgot when I left 3.5 months ago, I might have still had, because we had to get on your computer with the church's Zoom because we had issues several months ago. Shocker. And I don't know if we ever logged off of that for you. Here, I'm thinking that it was just the name that never got switched. So I think, whatever. But I didn't realize
this is embarrassing. So I'm in this meeting and everybody's like, well, Adam McNutt, you've changed, blah. And then I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know how to change the name. And Sally, Sally?
Oh, yeah. She's co-host of the morning show. She's great.
She goes, go up to the right-hand corner where there's 3 little dots.
The worst words to hear in a Zoom call. The worst.
Did you get Zoom-splained?
I got Zoom-splained for sure.
I love it.
Listen,
Sally's great too. That's the best.
I don't know my password situation. Ellie, you encountered a situation in corporate this week. Maybe you could help me out because you got frustrated about old people and technology. And I'm like, just think of them as your mother, honey. Think of them as your mother.
I did. For all of the millennials and Gen Z listening, I had to politely tell someone over email this week to click forget password as they were logging into something.
Oh, no.
I had a client email me and
you're
say,
so incredulous about this, but I don't even understand why would I ever forget a password? I wanted to remember passwords, not forget passwords.
Well, okay, here's the little sitch. So a client messages me and says, do you have my password? And I was like, no. I issued you a sign-in link so you can make your own username and password. And this guy, I think, was trying to use the credentials from the guy before him.
Uh-oh.
That doesn't work for the company anymore. And we're like, well, we don't save your passwords. It's I issued you your own link to your email address so you can make your username and password. And he's like, but I don't have the old password. And so I literally had to message my coworker and say, how do I non-passive aggressively say, just click forget password and it'll give you a password, a temporary password to use, and you can sign in. And she actually spit back a really great response, and I ended up using it pretty much verbatim.
What did she say? Since you couldn't use your little AI chat GPT that you always do, what did the real human say?
This needed a human flavor. So
a real person.
She just said, to keep your account safe, we don't have access to passwords, but there should be an option to reset password at the sign-in page.
But reset's different than forget password. So joke's on you, Gen Z. Joke's
but the
on you.
language on the sign-in page is forget password.
Joke's on Gen X, who
Looks like
still
you're
use Adam McNutt's church's Zoom.
Oh my gosh! All right. So I
Is the
have
Catholic Church sending me a bill? Do I have to pay indulgences or something?
look. Advent's
Is the
coming
Pope
up.
coming? Is the Pope coming for me?
Could you imagine?
Yes.
The Pope is like, "This is my Zoom account. I need you to get off it right now."
Like,
Because
that doesn't sound very forgiveness
Okay.
of you.
so helps off. I feel okay. I have to apologize because a couple things on my side of this. So number one, I remember we had to switch my name for some reason because we were testing out my site and all of that. Two things, and this is my bad. Number one, as a dual thing, I kind of left it on there thinking it was like a running joke. And because I thought you were keeping it there as a running joke too. So I didn't even think to go back and change it. And then
Listen.
secondly, I thought that was your own personal Zoom with that name. I forgot we switched to my church. So I never thought you used it for like business meetings.
Well,
Right?
joke's on you, son. Go to
'Cause it-
Repentance Day, or what is it called? Confession hour. Is there confession hour tonight?
I'll just bring
Roll
$168. We'll even it out.
I just look like a ding-a-ling. But this is my problem. I don't fix things. This is one of Dave's biggest irritations about me is I just kind of go, well, this is my new reality. My name is now Adam McNutt. It's just something I'm going to have to live with until I get a new computer. From here on forever forward.
There is no in between.
Even though all you have to do is click log out.
Do you, Adam, are you picking up Gen Z's tone today? I would like her clients to hear the email she's sending them in her tone.
There's a
Hey,
little
the
tone.
client figured it out, and the client said, "Okay, got it figured out. Thanks." I said, "No problem." Exclamation point.
Happy to help you forget your password anytime.
Oh, man.
What I'm
Exactly.
here for. Well, I can't wait to.
Took up 15 minutes of my corporate day. I'll
If
take
it
it.
was me, I'd be like, this job is just not meant to be. I'm going to just try something else.
This has been a good run. So long.
I can't figure it
A
out.
little
I'm
career
clearly
switcheroo.
not meant for this world.
Oh my gosh. I am so pumped because of that meeting. That means you're coming. You're going to be a Tucson local for a week.
Oh, I'm there. Like, we're talking Zoom meetings are happening, and I'm flying in on Ellie is my travel agent, so I
Yes.
am ripping on Gen Z, but literally can't make a reservation
gonna
without
say.
her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you getting to Tucson without me?
Well, this lady, the lady at the station's like, I can make all of your arrangements for you unless you want to do it yourself. I'm like, no, I got it. And then I'm like, Ellie, I gotta go and I gotta get there early because there's a big meeting and blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna be there at like noon
10:41
o'clock-ish.
a.m.
10:40, like
Oh.
I said, 10:41.
You're going to have the whole day besides all the meetings. Are you flying in the day before the fundraiser or the actual day of?
They wanted me to, but I am hosting a kickoff Bible study for my church
Oh.
at my house because the Bible study is about hospitality. And I figured to go along with the theme, I should host it.
Shouldn't
At
cancel
my
last
house.
minute.
Yeah, I shouldn't probably cancel the 20 women that are coming over on Monday night. So they wanted me there early. Oh, and then guess what else I did? And then I'm done
Oh,
talking
no.
about myself because my throat hurts because it's been a lot. So do you remember how I said it was kind of hard to figure out all of the fundraisers that are swirling around? Like there's a lot going on in a lot of the stations that week.
All of it.
Welp. There was a fundraiser for my home station, which I heard was on the 20th, September 20th. And so I talked to Ellie and I'm like, I really need to be back in the studio. I'd already signed up to be at this fundraiser. Can you
Right.
get me home as soon as possible? Couldn't fly out late after the show on Thursday. Had to come back early Friday morning. Gets me back in Grand Rapids at 2:36. So I was
Oh.
like, "Listen, I'll be back in the studio by 3:30. It'll be fine. I'll just come right off the plane. We'll fundraise." And so I sent out the plan over email, and my boss was like, "Yeah, the fundraiser's on the 19th."
Oh, no. Oh. Well.
Oops.
Isn't this a predicament?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I might be fundraising for my home station while I'm in Arizona getting ready to fundraise locally. We're going to see if it all works out.
Gosh, which is ironic because your local station you live literally a mile and a half from, and now you're going to travel 1,866 miles away to fundraise for a place down the street.
Across the street.
Across the street. That's correct.
Literally one stoplight away.
Now it's going to be one mountain range away.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun.
There you go.
It's a little bit of a wild life, but my husband told me I'm not allowed to complain and act overwhelmed because I willingly went into this without praying about it. So,
oh, he dropped the pastor bomb.
Boom,
here's where we are.
Roasted.
See? How are we looking now? Just sending out invoices and that's it.
Exactly. Yikes.
You know what? Once you get here and the sun glistens and hits your skin and you feel like you could jump over roofs and you're just a new person, you'll be like, you know what? This was worth it. All this was worth it.
I appreciate your perspective. You're forgetting that the sun still shines in Michigan in September. It is literally 78 degrees and sunny and gorgeous.
I heard it's supposed to be 44 one night. That's a ripoff the first week of September.
No, it isn't. You can sleep with your window open. It's amazing.
It's the best. Yeah.
It is the best. I miss that.
B, you texted me the forecast for next week, and I'm going to burn alive. Where am I going? HE double hockey sticks?
That'll feel like it.
It's a little warm. I'm not going to lie. It's a little warm. It's going to be a little warmer than you're used to, just for a few days. And I think the second week you're there here in Tucson, it's going to be like 90s.
Here's what's tricky. It's so hot outside, but then that makes the AC on the inside work double time. So then you dress for 100, but then you freeze in the office. So what do? Bring like a couple of sweaters or what?
There are literally people at my radio station here in Tucson that in the middle of July, when it was 112 degrees outside, are wearing a hoodie in the office because for them it's so cold. It was perfect for me because I'm warm in -5 degrees, but they're just like, oh.
Okay, I have a question.
I don't blame them.
What do people wear around the office? Because I ordered a whole bunch of new clothes.
Just for a 10
I know my
day.
mom. She loves any excuse to do a little wardrobe revamp.
Because
Anything
you said hoodie, and I was like, I didn't get any hoodies. Like, what is it? Cash?
I went
This
to
is
Express.
Yeah, we're talking sundress fundraiser. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's fairly cash. I would say like today, like I wore jeans and this green button down shirt and like, walking shoes, if you will. So that's pretty cash.
Walking shoes?
Well, I don't even
shoes.
know what they're called. I forget what they're not like
tennis
New Balance.
shoes?
No.
Sneakers?
You're talking about office shoes. Like office, like church shoes.
It's like this
Like
weird
loafers?
Oh, yes, there you go. They're like loafers.
Okay.
That's a good word for it. Some people, like some of the guys had like, a polo short sleeve, and some had it tucked into khakis, some had it untucked.
Would you say
So-
business super casual? I'm picking up.
Yeah, I would. Unless it's Friday. They do casual Friday at the office, so that's the best.
Casual
So,
Friday.
like sweatpants if we're not,
Like,
if we're not
that's
wearing
what I wear,
jeans?
tennis
like,
shoes.
What are we?
Casual
Oh,
shoes. Tennis
Casual
shoes.
Friday
leave the
shoes.
loafers at home on Friday.
Correct. That's right.
Okay.
I break out I forgot what they're Skechers.
So I don't know if my clothes are going to arrive in time because I got a text message from USPS that they were holding my package in Xinjiang, China, because they had the wrong zip code. And I was like, I didn't order anything. I ordered these clothes from a boutique in Louisville, Kentucky. Like what? But then I
Did you
remember
reply to it?
no, because I figured this is
Good
probably
job.
a scam.
They're fishing.
I fell for it before, actually.
did?
They're fishing for you.
Mm-hmm. I was ordering actually my gifts for my like bridesmaids proposal boxes, and I had to do something over at the website, and I had to order them all individually, and they were going to take forever to get there, whatever. And so I was waiting on the last two, and I got a text from like it looked like USPS, like holding it in Grand Rapids, blah blah blah, and I totally fell for it.
Okay. What did they do? They took all of your information?
Well, they made a couple of charges on my debit card, but I was besties with the teller at the bank, so then she just like refunded the charges and got me a new card, and it was fine.
Oh snap!
Listen, at this point in time, I don't need a new card. I don't need them to do this to me today. I don't have any margin. It's gone.
I don't.
There's no
I don't-
margin.
Any margin except new clothes shopping.
It's been, do you know, Adam? I've hired Ellie back on to edit my shows because I'm like, I can't
There's
do all
no
of
room.
it.
There's
I
no
can't.
room.
I got no time.
September
I'll
is
take it.
insane. September's insane.
Yes,
Back to
insane.
school season. All the fundraisers happen. All the ministry things kick off and happen. September's nuts.
Uh-oh,
That-
you're talking about ministry. Did you volunteer to become your new church's youth pastor, or what are we talking about here?
Are we starting a small group?
You guys, this is something. So Tucson goes hard with their background checks and such. Ready for this? I got fingerprinted for the first time in my life.
You did.
So
Made another crime?
the crime is it's too darn hot. What happened is in Tucson to become a ministry volunteer, just a volunteer. They go so I had to go through an hour-and-a-half process of writing down 6 references, my complete career history,
Thanks for
all
using
my
us.
information.
Did you
would've-
talk about the podcast on the career history?
I
That
love
that one TikTok we had that went viral. Did you mention that?
Yeah, where we talked about water.
Yeah.
Actually, that would have been a hit here in Arizona.
Comments on that to this
every-
day. Interesting fact.
There's
That's
what?
wild.
We still are getting comments on that video to this day.
We are. That is an interesting fact. I also want to talk about the video you're going viral in this week, Ellie, but let's finish Adam's story of the fingerprinting.
Oh, I had no idea. Well. So you have to do all that. They call 6 different people. You have to put down all your information, your career information, everything you've ever done, owned, drank, eat, whatever. And then after all that, they go through a background check, an out-of-state background check, and then you have to go and get fingerprinted at the local police department and bring in your fingerprinted card and hand it in and say, I'm
Jeez.
okay. And I'm like, if you only knew me, literally
Oh,
9 out of
gosh.
10 of steps weren't necessary. Like I sweated just walking in the police station. I've done nothing wrong. And here's the best
They're
part.
going to find out about that prank you pulled on the Zoom.
On the Zoom.
I'm calling them. What's their number? I'm going to say, this man cannot volunteer. He is
I'm
a
gonna be-
jokester.
I'm going to be in jail up
Yep.
at the or in court and going to the judge and say, I thought it was her personal account. I had no idea. Please release me.
Meanwhile, you've been stealing from the Catholic Church. This is Zoom.
But we're all one family, all one church. So technically what's yours is ours. So whatever. But on top of that, here's the best part of all this story, you guys. So I'm getting my fingerprints done. And the guy goes, you have really good fingerprints. He's
What
like,
does that mean?
these are quality. And as I walk out to go,
Quality fingerprints?
Apparently, there's a whole rating system of fingerprints, 1 through 4. Your 1s are good, 4s are quit using knives for everything. Apparently,
Adam,
because
you cannot commit any crimes. If you're at a
Oh, no.
quality
They would find
one,
you so
No.
fast.
oh, there's no hiding these. I'm
they're
showing my
going to
fingerprints
find you all over
right
my
now.
Zoom account on my home computer.
On the computer, on the keyboard, on every server box between here in Michigan and radio.
Isn't that funny? What is interesting to people in different careers, what they notice. I always
yeah.
notice people's voices because I'm in broadcasting. So I always notice like the timbre and the temperature and the tone of someone's voice and whether I like it or don't. That man is like looking at fingerprints all day and he's like, oh my, we've stumbled across perfection.
Well, here's what's the best. I walked out to go. So you got to pay the church reimburse, of course, but you got to pay to get fingerprinted too. And as I'm walking out to pay from the other room, I heard the guy say, we need more fingerprints like that. I was like, this must be a slow
You have
news
gold
day.
standard.
I have gold. Like,
Fingerprints.
I can't use my hands anymore. This is like
you should
one
get them insured.
Yes, you
fingerprint.
should.
I should. This could be my side gig.
Mm-hmm.
I could start fingerprinting stuff and get paid for it.
Yep.
Be a hand model.
They could use it on, you know, the police billboards or something. Like they
Yes.
could show it.
And
Great going, Adam. Your parents must be so proud.
it would make sense that the most athletic part of my body are the fingerprints. That actually
Gold
checks out.
medal.
Gold
You just
medal.
medaled in fingerprints.
I gold medaled in fingerprinting.
Jeez. Ellie is going to get a gold. Let's just award gold medals today.
Yeah.
Ellie is going to get a gold medal in deboning a rotisserie chicken.
Yes, I am.
Tell them. I got two,
Oh.
Adam. I got two excited FaceTime calls from this one this week. Excited about a chicken video that is going viral.
That Ellie, that you did,
Yep.
Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I
Dish
did.
this. What's going on?
So I've been posting some TikToks over the last week, just like little cooking things, like me making dinner, lunch, coffee, whatever. So I went grocery shopping on Sunday, and I went to Sam's Club because sadly we don't have a Costco. And I picked up a rotisserie chicken, as one does, because they're $5. How can you beat a $5 rotisserie chicken?
For several meals.
I spend the
Exactly.
11 and get the already shredded chicken, but that's where I'm at in life.
From Shanghai.
You're in a
China,
financial
whatever.
place to do that. I am not.
Yeah, exactly. Someday you can only dream, child.
Exactly. So I got to
Highlight.
spend the time and shred up my own chicken, but this video might have paid for it. Who knows? So I record myself shredding this rotisserie chicken, and I used the little hook, and I was like, here's how you make the most out of your $5 rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
So I start from the bottom of the bird, take the wings off, get the meat off the wings, do the legs, flip it over, and then cut up the chicken breast, whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
you're kind of blitzing through this a little bit because I am your mother. I taught you how to cook. I did not know half of the stuff you were doing. I watched it several times. Like, I'm so impressed because Adam. Okay, you keep going. You keep going about what the story is here about how you use the plastic container because that's pretty interesting.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, I didn't find this as interesting, but apparently Gen X finds this fascinating. So in states other than California, actually I think Costco might be implementing this nationwide, which is really sad. They give you the rotisserie chicken with two parts. So there's like a black base of it that's like
Yep.
pretty shallow, and then there's a clear like dome lid that goes on top
A
of
little
it.
sunroof for it.
Exactly. So when I shred my rotisserie chicken, I put all the bones and the carcass and the skin on the shallow black part, and then all of the shredded, like already cut meat in the clear dome. And then I put seasoning on it before putting it in the fridge.
That blew my mind. That part blew my mind.
That makes me.
Also, I never knew what a chicken tenderloin was before you were like shredding up this chicken. You're like, and then this is the chicken breast and this is the tenderloin. And everybody in the comment, Adam was like, oh, that's what a tenderloin is. I thought a tenderloin was a little part of the chicken breast. Like a
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
actually
part.
right under it. It's
I
under
did it.
The
I
belly?
saw that.
It's like they sell chicken tenderloins, which is a part of it's a specific part of the chicken. It's different than the
Okay.
chicken breast. And then they sell sliced chicken breast, and then they sell the whole ones. So if you ever see I guess they're like wider because it's just strips of chicken breast. It's not the same as the tenderloins
Mhm.
because there's only 2 tenderloins per chicken.
I thought it was all the same. I thought a thin chicken breast, that's what you're saying, the slices. I thought that was the same as the
Yeah.
tenderloin. The more you know.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so she's got her fingers all up in this bird and she's, taking the chicken pieces
It's true.
off of
I
it.
manhandled this chicken. Okay,
Oh, boy.
you're
Adam.
going. I literally. Go ahead, Mom.
There was a vegan who said,
Oh.
not me watching the entire video from start to finish because you have such a friendly voice.
Oh, Ellie.
And I
look
thought,
at that.
how could you stand to watch this as a vegan? I just ripped apart this bird to the bone,
She
like
shredded
little
it.
anatomy lab. Like this thing was shredded. And I
Here
was
we
like,
are.
how
Here
could
we
you
are for the
watch this
third-
entire thing?
Third podcast in a row, we're talking about the anatomy lab. It's our new
Okay,
theme.
I just had to get a rundown of it before hopping on this recording session, and I don't want to talk about it, but it's getting grosser.
We're not going to throw up again on this one. No thanks.
No,
No.
that's right. No, we don't want that.
So,
No.
how many views are we at now on that TikTok? And is there a way you can link it for our people to see it?
Yeah.
Possibly. I can link it on the YouTube at least for sure. But that one I think is 33,000 views.
Wow.
And then the other baking tip that I did about chocolate chips in your chocolate chip cookies has almost 100,000 views.
Ooh. Oh my
Ellie.
gosh.
You got to give 2 shout outs though, because I got the 2 FaceTimes because tell me who commented on your post. The first one.
Okay, well this was the reason that prompted the FaceTime call. So I post the chicken video. It's getting some good views, whatever.
Yeah.
This is the most millennial company that could have commented on my rotisserie chicken video. It's in the food space. I'll give you that hint. Do you have any
Okay.
idea who it could be? This company targets millennials perfectly.
I'm gonna guess that it's like, and it's food related. You said, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Chipotle?
That would
No,
have been
it is not a restaurant.
Right. Oh,
That would have been
good.
great.
It has to do with grocery stores.
Oh,
Yes. But it is nationwide, so it's not like a Meijer, it's not a
and it
Quick Trip,
targets-
whatever.
Targets millennials, and it's a grocery store. You said, right?
No, it's kind of like
it's grocery
related.
store related,
Okay.
adjacent, if you will.
I'm gonna guess. Was it Tyson? Did Tyson Chicken call you?
That is really a good guess. It Instacart.
Oh,
Instacart commented.
That's big.
Instacart. I know. Blue check mark and everything. Instacart.
Oh snap! What did they say? Were they like, "Hey, hook us up with this tip? Do you want to become our new chicken girl or whatever?"
This is where my brain
wish.
is. You want to be our new chicken girl?
They said something along the lines of like, "We never knew how to properly shred a rotisserie chicken." I think I screenshotted it. Hold on.
something along the lines of as if she hasn't stared at it every day for 3 days.
Right. None of us are refreshing the page every 3 seconds to see if there's more views.
They said, "Can't believe we've been doing it wrong for this long."
That's amazing. You have literally taught a gigantic company something brand new that's totally adjacent to their product.
See, here's the thing.
Mind blown.
I didn't teach the whole company. I taught the Gen Z marketing girly that they hired to run their TikTok account how to shred a rotisserie chicken. That's who I taught how to shred a rotisserie chicken.
She probably knows how to forget password. She's in that age range. Pretty adept technology.
Oh, that's amazing. You know, we've always said, Ellie, we think we're going to own some kind of corporate empire or bakery or something someday. It's going to happen.
Well,
This could be the
so-
start.
There is a foodie that she follows that also went to University of Michigan, who is
Go blue.
what she's a food photographer or something, or she writes cookbooks, or what does she do?
Both. She has 2 businesses. She started as a food blogger, but also with blogging comes taking a lot of pictures of food. So she has her like food blog recipe development kind of company. And then she also used to have a business where she taught people how to take pictures of food for recipes, for content, for Instagram, like bloggers, for bloggers in general, etc. And she started it at U of M. She went to U of M for undergrad, and then
Whoa.
her husband actually went to medical school. So I like follow along with her because she's years older than I am, but kind of like, that's really cool. I mean, we kind of live similar lives. And I made one of her recipes a week ago. I made her blueberry muffin recipe, and she commented on my video.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
Ellie, remember us when it all takes
us
off.
little
okay?
people.
Yeah, us little people just
Us
fundraising.
little
and-
people,
people.
who are paying you $5 a day to edit shows.
It's all from humble beginnings.
Never forget. Exactly.
I will put a rotisserie chicken in the Instacart as a thank you, as a bonus.
It's a free one.
Perfect.
I'll send
Maybe-
it to you.
Maybe she'll give you a pre-shredded even. Go crazy with the
Exactly.
gift, you know?
Yeah, I'll
That
have to
was-
cut it for you.
That was a little herpy slurpy for me, but it was really interesting. I loved the video. Well, next week, let's try to record this from Hades. I mean, Arizona.
Tucson, the gastroculinary capital of Arizona.
Good thing I'm going to be wrapping up my diet before I get there.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing here.
I ordered a program, Adam, because I've
The
got
marketing totally got to her.
Oh, it totally got to me.
totally did.
I
Hook,
went a
line,
little.
sinker.
I know, it's such beautiful packaging. I went off the rails with eating after Ellie's wedding. And I noticed I kept unbuttoning my top button anytime I would sit down. That was weird. No, not pregnant. So I ordered this program of this 5-day kind of like cleanse, and you drink a lot of broth, and you have your lattes and your whatevers. Did you guys hear that? Or
Right
just me?
there?
Yeah.
Is that mad?
Anyway,
Stupid
it
diet.
came today, but it didn't come until early afternoon. And so there's like the first thing you eat in the morning, and then the mid-morning breakfast, and then there's lunch, and then there's a broth, and then there's
Oh,
this.
wow.
And then well, am
It looks
starving.
like astronaut food. For reference, this looks like military astronaut, like freeze-dried food.
It's
Just
so
for
good.
some
Oh, no.
visual picture here.
But
Nah,
I have
it's not
eaten
cute.
all of the
No.
packages consecutively. So I'm so hungry. I was like, I'll take the elixir broth. Boom. I'll do that. Boom. And it's like, and then they send you, because they're trying to wean you off sugar, which I don't know if it'll work. They send you a jar of
Yeah,
something
no
called.
way.
I know, right? They send you a jar of something called cookie butter, but it's really made out of superfoods or something.
Uh-huh.
I've eaten half the jar. I need to portion. It's supposed to last me for 5 days.
Oh, no.
So Adam, I need your address because I'm going to be sending you some things. Like I need you to.
If you send any sundresses to my place.
No, but I am sending cookie butter and a couple of other sachets.
I'm gonna be
Oh
open-
my word!
I'm so glad you said something. I couldn't imagine getting a package open. I'd be like, what the heck?
Yeah, don't eat my cookie butter, please. It's for
Or
me.
your
I
astronaut
don't think you're
food.
gonna want to.
Don't eat my astronaut food. It's for me.
I'm going to throw it to the tarantulas. That's what I'm going to do. And be like, you guys take this. Nobody wants
They
this.
probably would run away from it.
They probably
Oh, Adam, guess where she heard about this product. This is another very Gen X thing. Guess where she was
Oh,
marketed
no.
this product.
Was this, was it one of the pages that commented in Ellie's page?
It's a good guess.
No, it was
You're
not
a
a
good
social
guesser.
media platform. That was a good guess, though.
It wasn't.
What? It was a podcast. What? They had the
was-
founder on.
My guess
What?
would have been wrong then. I thought it was AARP.
I think I got marketed to. It's like a $500 program for 5 days. But people
Just
my
buy
age,
$100 worth of groceries. Like eat. You
How
can
many-
be eating filet mignon every day for 5 days.
How
You
many-
can buy it in bulk from Costco at that price, and you can
Listen.
have it every day for 5 days.
it doesn't come in those little packets. In
You
that
just
cute little box with the cookie butter.
$500
Just
cookie
eat the
butter.
real food.
It's real food that's freeze dried, and then you reconstitute it.
You re-moisturize.
What's crazy is that
Bring
it's
it back
probably
to life.
$100 worth of food, and they just made it in cute little packages and send it to you.
It's so cute. It's
Where
so
where
cute.
should I store this food?
It doesn't
when
take up that-
arrives to my
it
On the
doesn't
door?
take up-
countertop.
It doesn't take up that much space.
Look at this. It is a color-coded box. In case you're wondering, this is
Oh, it
this was
is.
the selling point.
It was just, it's very
Listen.
pretty.
I can't afford the whole other box. So I'm going to just pick and choose a couple of options from it for snacking.
Here's the best news for you. You just sit outside for 15 minutes in Tucson. Everything will literally melt off.
It'll
of
burn
you.
away.
It will literally burn away. I'm in the best shape of my life, even though
Just
I'm not any
walking
pounds
around.
less. But I feel better. I'm sweating healthier. You're gonna love it.
And your fingerprints are in rare.
If you want more of the Momlennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.